So in the past, I have been a very freaking lazy person. There's been things that I wanted to do that have slipped out of my grasp. There's been things I wanted to accomplish that I just didn't accomplish because I was giving myself excuses. And there's been a lot of things in the past that I've just been lazy about. But I also want to share with you guys how I've been able to get more efficient and more efficient than I've ever been in my freaking life. I've gotten 6 videos up a week on my YouTube channel. I have multiple videos scheduled ahead of time. And this has just been something that's helped me. To be honest with y'all, this has been something that's completely changed my life. And it's been the only thing that's really freaking elevated me far beyond what I ever could have thought. And it's something that's so simple. That's the thing. So in the past, when I was lazy and when I was being all that stuff, I always wanted to be able to get stuff done, be able to get the goals that I wanted done, be able to accomplish things. But not only that, the fact that I was being lazy made me feel very stressed, made me feel very anxious during that time when I was being lazy, when I would give myself those excuses. Because I knew that I needed to get this stuff done. I knew that I should have been getting this stuff done. But because I wasn't, it was causing freaking stress and anxiety in me. And I hated that feeling of walking around with that. So, it was basically a battle of me against myself. Because I knew, for one, I was going to have to live with that if I couldn't start to, be more efficient or at least just start to get stuff done. But then also I knew I was never going to be able to accomplish anything if I couldn't execute on what I had. No matter how good my ideas were, if I couldn't execute, I couldn't do nothing with them. So eventually there was this guy that I found. His name is Andy Frizella, and he's a big time entrepreneur. He's been doing it for 20 plus years. I've talked about him multiple times. And, he started to say something, a system that he's created that, he's developed over all his years of entrepreneur and business, and how he's built his big businesses, how he's done all these great things in his freaking life. And he said it's as simple as just doing 3 critical tasks a day. 3 critical tasks a day. So basically, you're just going to do 3 things every single day that are going to move the ball forward. They have to be critical tasks that are actually going to help you advance whatever you're trying to do. So when I heard that was a big damn weight off my shoulders, because he's somebody that I feel like I could trust. He's a big time entrepreneur. He's done all these things. So I'm like, okay, let me hear him out. But I also wanted to see the results from it. So what I've been basically doing is I got this time box thing, and you can put 3 things on here. I've been doing 5 because I got a lot better at it. I got a lot more discipline with it. But you could put 3 things on here, and then you could just put the times that you want to do these things. So for myself, at first I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, 3 things, like, is that actually going to help me and like be one of the best of the best and all that stuff? Because originally I thought, you had to work 8 hours a day, you had to work 10 hours a day, you had to do everything you could. You had to be working all hours of the night. So it was a little bit tough to at first get into it. But once I started doing those 3 things, I realized that I was making more progress than I ever have before. And not only that, I was feeling just amazing after I got that stuff done, but then also throughout my day. I didn't have no stress, I didn't have no anxiety, because I knew, okay, all I gotta do is get these 3 things done. And I scheduled it and I planned it. I didn't have to think about it too much because I would think about it the night before. So I just want to put this video out there for you guys. If you're dealing with that stress or anxiety, or if you want to make big leaps and gains, but you just can't get that discipline, I think this is a way to get more discipline. It took me a while to be able to execute on them over and over and over again. But as you start to develop the ability to execute on these 3 things, you could turn it up to 4 or 5, however much you want. But this is the number one thing that has elevated me more than anything else. The system is super freaking simple. I highly recommend that you guys try this out. Just give it a shot, see how just start thinking about the 3 things that you might do tomorrow that can move you forward. The 3 things that you really want to get done, because it's really going to prioritize the things that are most important and the things that you really want to do. And once you get those 3 things done, all I do is put on a little schedule W's and L's. If I got a W, then that means that I did good. If I got an L, that means I did bad. So last week I did very bad because I wasn't reading my 10 pages. I wanted to read 10 pages every single day. I didn't. So those are a lot of L's. But this week I'm getting back on my track. I'm getting back good. And I think just the fact that I'm putting those W's and L's helps me remember, like, I want to actually put a W up on the board. So that's the complete system. That is the complete system that has helped me get more discipline, build that discipline, and be more efficient. I hope you guys try this out. I hope this helps you guys. I love you. Have an amazing day, week. Peace.